All right, this is going to be a relatively quick video, at least I think it will be, on a few more details surrounding the eclipse that will take place in the United States of America on April 8th, 2024. I don't want to spend too much time rehashing everything that I went into in the prior videos, so I'm just going to assume that you have seen those or listened to them and you understand all of the information that I've presented up until this point. But I will say, just to kind of set the scene, that you have to place these eclipses in the context of everything that has been planned to transpire in America since 2017 leading up until this point. And as I went into in these videos, a lot of that has to do with Donald Trump, QAnon, and MAGA, specifically how all of that relates to the way they are attempting to transform the country into something else, the way they are using that controlled opposition as the thing through which they will transform America into something else. And along those lines, the very first QAnon post was in October of 2017, just a few months after the 2017 eclipse, on 4chan, and 4chan is very much related to QAnon in the way that they artificially associate them, and in the way that 4chan is a honeypot, like QAnon is as well. In other words, they are creating an image of the domestic terrorist via the interaction of all these different facets that they control that are all coming together now into this singular focus that everyone can point at and see, oh yeah, that's what we need to worry about. This is the thing that's the big danger to our country. And just to show you how planned all of this is, some genius on the internet looked at this map and saw the April 8th, 2024 eclipse path here and thought to themselves, I wonder what the first town in Texas is that the eclipse goes through. And when you look at the map here, best U.S. cities to see the 2024 total eclipse, what is the first town listed down here that it will go through when it crosses the Mexico border into Texas? It's Eagle Pass, which is right in the middle of the path of totality. And yeah, Eagle Pass is the town in Texas right now where this alleged border standoff is taking place between Texas and the United States government. From the Washington Post, how Eagle Pass got caught in the middle of Texas-Biden border fight. Texas border standoff ignites calls for secession. Now, if there was just this little part of you that was thinking, yeah, this is all just some big coincidence, all of these things coming together in this period in time in relation to these eclipses, this has got to be the last thing where you go, yeah, okay, they planned all of this in advance. I mean, come on. This is the most obvious possible thing that could be put in your face here. That it just so happens, in light of everything else that we know about this eclipse, that the first town it goes into is Eagle Pass, where all of these MAGA domestic terrorist narratives are coming to fruition in the mind of someone paying attention to the mainstream presentation of it. We've seen all these little things. We witnessed January 6th as well, and it's all culminating now in this insane movement that wants to overthrow the government. That's kind of what they're getting at with this border standoff, which obviously resonates with the idea of a civil war breaking out somehow. Now, understand that most of this is symbolic, okay? That doesn't mean that anything is actually going to happen in the real world. This is very symbolic of what's taking place in the mind. And also, tangentially, the national bird of the United States of America is the bald eagle. Eagles have always been associated with America, And here you have the Eagle Pass, and you could take that metaphorically to mean a couple different things, right? The literal passing of the eagle, the death of America as it was, which all of this is being represented by going back to President Trump, what he represented and what he allegedly did to the country, right? That's how he was playing into the narrative as the Moonchild. And you can also view it in the sense of a pass, as in there's mountains and there's the pass that goes through the mountains, just as the language means when you describe it. And you have the Eagle Pass here, or in other words, this is the path through America. This is how they get through what it used to be. So it is completely beyond the realm of coincidence that this first city or town that the Path of Totality will go through on April 8th is Eagle Pass, Texas, especially considering the fact that then they staged this border dispute in that very town that ties into everything that these eclipses have related to, going all the way back to 2017 with Donald Trump and QAnon. Incredible stuff. Just unbelievable stuff. I don't even know what else to say. Let's just leave it there. Okay, later.